Good morning. Today is Wednesday, November the 1st. The time right now is 10:20 in the morning. Overnight, we have quite a bit of a bounce in equity markets as well as in dollar. So we can see that the equity market actually bounced as far as we can see from the Dow Jones. The low traded last Friday was 32,327.2. And overnight, we have a bounce back to 30,070.28. And this is actually on the back of corporate earnings. But I think the overall look and feel of this bounce, yeah, I suggest is probably a technical rebound, although it was pretty strong throughout the night itself. This is an area in the Dow Jones where I think the market will actually meet some kind of steep resistance. That level is about 32,988 to 32,272 in the cash market. So do look out for any kind of unraveling, especially on a night whereby the FOMC is going to conclude their two-day closed door meeting. At 3 a.m. Singapore time, we will know the result of their meeting. Most likely, market expectation is that they will leave interest rate unchanged. However, it is going to be the press conference after that that will be the focus in which the Fed chairman will come out to answer questions. And I think most participants are already used to his hawkish stand as to his higher for longer interest rate posture. So again, unless something else happens, it is highly unlikely to be favorable to equity markets. So you want to watch that equity markets reaction after that speech. And of course, in the S&P 500, we saw a robust rebound as well from 4,103.8 last Friday to 4,193.8. And there's a little bit of room left for the market to test even higher at 4,219 to 4,259, in my opinion. So this is the bracket of prices, which I suspect is going to see the re-emergence of selling interest. Over the Nasdaq 100 in the futures contract, we see a three-wave bounce, which hit equality level at 14,500 with a high of 14,503.5 overnight. And this is a known relationship, although the market real selling interest is likely to accumulate around the 14,713 to 14,790 levels. But we will see what happens at this equality level, whether it is good enough for the market. After that, the market should resume to the downside because tech stock has been hammered of late, and we want to see that possibly resuming its downtrend overnight. Okay, and overseas in Asia, we can see that equity markets in Japan actually boost to 31,560, which is no accident. We did get a pullback here. The area of 31,470 to 31,730 is a known area of supply. So currently, market is trading at 31,420. So that reflects the selling interest re-emerging from this bracket of prices. So we can see that overall, the Nikkei itself is actually rebounding on a technical rebound, although there is a break of character here, there's a change of character here. So we want to watch how market reacts after this, because ideally we shouldn't see a high beyond this high here that we saw last Wednesday at 31,470 in the 4 hours time frame, but it did happen. So we want to watch how market develops overnight. Okay, and over in Hong Kong, we see that the Hong Kong market remains a little bit weak despite the overnight bounce on Wall Street. You can see that the Hong Kong Hang Seng Index futures went up to a high of 17,213 this morning before it loses some ground here. Currently, it is trading at about 17,026 as we are speaking. So there's a good risk that the market will take out the low that we see this year, which is last Tuesday at 16,976 in the futures contract. Okay, and as far as the dollar is concerned, we can see that the dollar has been very, very strong overnight. We can see the dollar index bounced from 105.90 all the way to the overnight high of 106.86. So this is a bit of a very, very sharp bounce. And at this current rate, I think that the momentum may carry it forward to at least bare minimum to test the 107.04 to 107.24 levels. Now, if I do this as a three-wave three-wave rebound, we should see a move towards the 107.40 levels. Sorry, even lower than that. Hang on. Yeah, 107.44 levels. So do watch out for a price that actually go beyond the high here that we saw on, let me see when it was that. That was on October the 3rd at 107.35. So there is a very good chance this level here may be taken up marginally to somewhere between the 107.44 to 107.80 levels. Over in the euro dollar, we can see a turnaround in fortune Euro dollar managed to rise all the way to 106.75 before it hit a pocket of prices at 106.68 to 106.95 and have a very sharp turnaround. And currently it is trading at a 105.70 levels. Good chance that it will take out the level here at 105.21 before challenging the 104.48. Okay, sterling also has done a three-wave technical rebound all the way to 122 even. So again, this is an equality range, and prices are probably getting ready to resume the downside. There's going to be a chance that the market may initially hold at 120.69 to 120.96 before challenging the 120.37 low. Over in Aussie market, we can see Aussie actually had a good run all the way from 0.6270 all the way to 0.6384 before it hit a pocket of resistance here at 0.6378 to 0.64 even, and prices is currently trading at 0.6326 as we are speaking. Very good chance the market will take out the 0.6270 over time. Now, the big move actually happened in dollar versus the yen. You can see that this is on the back of a two-day closed-door meeting at the Bank of Japan, where they deliberate over their monetary policy. And initial reaction was good because they have allowed the yield on the 10 years Japanese government bonds, what we call the JGB, to rise above 1%. So initial reaction was a slight down to 148.80, but overnight on in New York, we can see that the traders in New York believe that this is a little too late, and took the dollar yen back above the high here at 150.77 that we saw last Thursday, and add another 100 pips to the upside to 150.71. Now this level is actually very close to the last known intervention level, which is just under 152 that we saw in October 21st last year. So again, the risk of intervention is very real. This morning we have the Vice Minister of Finance came in, a guy called Matsu Kanda, said that Japanese authorities are watching this move and warn of speculators not to take the Japanese yen much lower. So again, this is verbal intervention. We need to see some real action instead of just verbal intervention. So again, like I said, the risk of intervention is very real right now. The last time they intervened twice last year resulted in a 400 to 600 pips move to the downside. So again, if one should happen right now, there is no saying that it cannot repeat the same kind of volatility. Okay, so what you want to know is that last year, just under 151.94, the intervention started, which resulted in an initial fall of 600 pips in the dollar yen, which actually extended all the way to the beginning of this year at 127.22. So we can see that's a big move. So be very careful holding on to long position. And like I always say, if you have long position, maybe it's not that bad an idea to take some profit off the table. However, do not go and sell just yet because there is no confirmation that an intervention is imminent. Okay, nearby support is about 150.06 to 150.31 with a more durable one at 148.80 to 149.10. So do watch out for any kind of intervention going forth. Dollar Canadian remains very well beat, and you can see the overnight high at 138.92 is the highest we have seen this year, and this is actually laying the groundwork for an assault much higher to 140 to even 141 levels in the dollar versus Canadian. And over in precious metal, we can see gold pull back a little bit from a high of $2,009.56 to this morning low at $1,978.66 thereabout. Now this is an area of minor support here. There's a very good chance it may actually hold here, where we'll see what the market entails. This bracket of demand here is probably around $1,976.90 to $1,985.75. So if this level can hold, there is a good chance it will bounce from here. If this level cannot hold, the next area of catchment is about 1,945 and 30 cents to 1,954 and 55 cents. So these will be a much better levels to actually buy in for a move beyond the all-time high. Okay, so in the silver market, we can see the market hit a pocket of prices at $23.60, which is a known area of supply at $23.39 to $23.64 previously coming out from here. Okay, so if the market pulls back, I think the immediate level at $22.43 will be challenged one more time, and this area is incidentally an area of known demand at $22.36 to $22.51. So look out for some kind of buying opportunity here. The next level to buy will be at $21.74 to $21.91. Okay, and over in Bitcoin, we can see Bitcoin remains very elevated. It is in holding pattern. So last Thursday, we see a surge to 35,132 0.75 cents. So we can see the market is still hovering around this level. Currently just trading under $34 or $34,500. There's a very good chance the market will do a three-way pullback, principally to around 32,625 to 33,137. Okay, so do watch out for a pullback here. If it does pull back here, this could be one last chance to buy before the market extend higher beyond 35,132. So the immediate target is somewhere between 37,600 to 40,000. So there's a bit of a big move up here to the upside for a potential rally. So after this big move, if there's one, it's going to result in a more significant pullback. So until now, I think until then, we would like to stay long on the Bitcoin itself. So this is all I have for you for today. In the meantime, you take care and I come back to you tomorrow with another update. Don't forget the FOMC ends tonight at 3 a.m. Singapore time.